Hi guys, welcome back to Lennox Bennett channel. If you're not following me on TikTok, you know what to do. If you're not following me on YouTube, you know what to do. The name is Lennox Bennett. So today we're going to be looking at functions. Let's look at the first one. So we have 3 of x is plus 5. Let's say we are given a function g of x is equal to that, and we are asked to find g negative 4. So what it is, we're going to plug negative 4 where x is. So this is our input. So 3 times negative 4 plus 5. A positive times a negative, that's negative. So that will give you negative 12 plus 5. So that gives us negative 7. Remember, the 12 is bigger, right? Once the signs are different, we subtract, keep the sign of the bigger one. Let's look at the next one. Remember, you're encouraged to try the question. Alright, pause the video and try this one. 3x squared minus 2x plus 1. Put negative 2 in the function. Alright. Welcome back. Alright, let's go. So as we discussed, we're going to plug negative 2 wherever x is. Alright. According to the Bundes rule, we must do the power part first. So we're going to square first. And of course, negative 2 times negative 2, that's positive 4. Negative 2 times negative 2, that's also positive 4. And then we add 1. So let's simplify. 3 4 is 12 plus 4 plus 1, which gives us 17. How many persons got that one correct? Let's look at another one. Alright, so here we have a composite function. Composite function is combining 2 or more functions. So we have f of x is equal to 3x plus 5, g of x is equal to 7x minus 9, and we are asked to find fg negative 2. So what we're going to do, we're going to find the composite and then we plug negative 2. According to the rule, we must write back all of the last function, which is g. So that's 7x plus 9 minus 9. We're going to write back all of that. Now this function becomes our x in writing back f. So we're not going to put x in the function, but we're writing back. So we have 3x plus 5 because this is x. Alright? We expand our bracket. 3 times 7, 21. 3 times 9 minus 27, and we have plus 5. Right? So, long story short, this part of it is the like terms. Once the signs are different, we subtract and keep the sign of the bigger one. So that will be negative 22. So at this point, this is what we call fg of x. So we're going to plug now negative 2 to find the answer. So anywhere we see x, we're going to plug negative 2. So it's 21. Put our negative 2 here. Alright. 21 times that gives us negative 42 minus 22. Both of them are negative, so we just add and keep the sign of the negative. So that gives you 4, negative 64, right? Let's look at another one. Fix the 6 and then fix the 6. Let's go, guys. Let's go. Alright, let's look at this function. H of x is equal to 3x minus 8 over 7. We're asked to find the inverse of h and then put 2 where x is. So the first thing you do when you're doing inverse, you change the function to y. Next, we interchange x for y and y for x. So anywhere x is, you put y. Anywhere y is, you put x. And then at the last point, we solve for y. So we're going to make y the subject. So we take the opposite of this, which is dividing by 7. So we times by 7. And remember, guys, it's an equation. So whatever you do for one side, you have to do for the next side. So because we times by 7 here, we're supposed to also times by 7 here. Alright? Next, we have 3y minus 8. We're going to take the opposite of minus 8, which is plus 8. And again, it's an equation. So whatever you do for one side, you have to do for the next side. So we're going to add 8 to this side as well. So we add 8. And of course, that will give you 3y. And for the final step, we want to get y by itself. We take the inverse of multiplication, which is division. So we divide both sides by 3. So these in red are basically all the operations that we did. Alright? So we take the opposite. We are not finished. We need to finish it now. Alright, let's go. So we need to plug 2 where x is. And of course we have 7, 8 over 3. So anywhere x is, we're going to plug 2. So we're going to put positive 2 here. 7 2s, 14 plus 8 over 3, right? 14, we have to add first. 14 plus 8, that's 22 over 3. And that would be our answer. The inverse of h, and then we plug positive 2. Let's look at another one. Alright guys, so this time we're going to find FG inverse and we're going to plug 1 where x is. So first we need to find the inverse of the composite function. To do that, we're going to first combine the function. So let's do that. So g is our last function, so write back all of g. Next we're going to write back f without the x. So we have 4, this is our x, and we minus 1. So we're going to expand the bracket. 4 6s, 24. 4 times 3, 12. So this works out to 24x. 12 minus 1, that's positive 11 over 2. So we already found fgx. So what we need to do now, find the inverse. So to find the inverse, we write the function to y, and we're going to solve or find the inverse. So we interchange x for y and y for x. This should have been 24. So we have 24y plus 11 over 2. So we need to now solve for y. So we're going to make y the subject of the formula. First, I already showed that in the previous one, right? So it would be x minus 11 equal 24y. And we're going to times by 2 first and minus 11. And the final step, we divide by 24. So this is basically the inverse of the function now. But guess what? We need to plug 1 in the function. Alright, so let's rewrite this first. So the inverse works out to 2x minus 11 over 24. Now we're supposed to plug negative 1 where x is. So 2 times 1 minus 11 over 24. 2 times 1, that's 2 minus 11 over 24. So this works out to negative 9 over 24. This can be reduced since 3 can go into both of them. So it's the final answer would be negative 3 over 8. 3 into 9 goes 3 times. 24 divided by 3 gives us negative 8. So this is our answer. This is the number to call for those who want to join my marathon coming up in December. 549-2161. Thanks for spending time out, no doubt. I'll see you guys in another video.